Feeling fantastic. Okie dokie. So, just dis left. We'll have 2 rounds, 2 pips, I guess. It's more like 8 pips. 2 levels of corrosion on us the entire time. So we're dealing with -8 AC and -8 slain, of course. Shouldn't be the end of the world. We have a decent amount of damage output. We now have Firestorm completely up and running when we're in our statue form as well, so that's quite nice. We're dealing with even the more resistant of foes. I mean, one thing that I probably should do is get Blink more castable. I guess when we're in this form, oops, that's not the right key. When we're in statue form, we don't have to worry too much about Blink, so actually maybe ignore everything I was just saying. Maybe we're just okay, folks. Still have spellcasting and fighting. Do we want to bring back anything else? Do we want to max out fire magic? It has done wonders for us. Alternatively, conjurations probably deserve some big ups, seeing as how that's Lahudib's Crystal Spear and Firestorm. This could be something to be said rather for dodging. You know, evocations. I kind of love evocations, so let's bring that into the mix as well, shall we? Oh, you're not a lava worm. Why, hello there. And goodbye as well. Nice to see you. Sorry about the less than friendly circumstances that we find ourselves in here today, but okie dokie. I'm probably going to drop the sword and the scepter for now, because as we continue through this section, we will actually come across some new fancy goods, and I no longer need the Zealous Bird Song. Right, this was in the mix. Maybe I just want to train shields. Let's see where that leaves us. I'm training a lot of stuff right now. It's not all going to work out, but it'll get there. In fact, if I just put this on now, where are we sitting? That's actually not bad. Gain a lot of shielding, lose out on a little bit of AC. That in +6 is huge. Bit of extra slaying is fine, I guess. It's not a bad thing. I guess this is the other question. Statue form? No, 8%. That's totally fine. Holy moly. Well, Hirote, let's do this. It's definitely a lot of unfriendly burbs. Well, let's start with some Irradiate, I guess, to just get some good damage out. Spellforge Servitor, if I could keep you around as much as we possibly can. Already even more corrosion coming our way, -12. Oof. But nothing we can't handle. Fortunately, we're not fully reliant on our melee attacks here, so it's not going to be the end of the world. Even if it's less than perfect. And I definitely would like to keep myself in as safe of a spot as possible as we continue to get more and more surrounded with all of our newest buddies and pals. And in fact, maybe I just start blasting you Kidlywinks early on here. Not too shabby. And not too bad whatsoever. That gives us plenty of time to heal up. Statue form back into the mix. Spellforge Servitor, again, MVP, my friend. Great work out there. Keep it up. And this is a time for Firestorm. Holy moly. No problem even with the Dreadlich. I always want to call you Ancient Liches, but that's your relative's name. Dreadlich, no problem whatsoever. Absolutely love to see it. And Spellforge Servitor. Oh, I was hoping you could 1v1. Oh, these champions, they know where it's at apparently. Honestly, I appreciate the effort, the attempt. At the end of the day there, I'm sorry that it couldn't be left to run its full course, of course. Of course. And there we go. That's a bit more what I've come to expect from here. And their friendlier family, the Breadliches. Oh, I wish we'd come across a bread lich or two. Just a good time, really, at the end of the day. But here are the iron golems. Not too bad on their own. Huge amounts of health, though, which means they become really nasty. Can't focus them down, so they're just going to be constantly attacking. Twice for 50 damage at 35 AC adds up real fast, unfortunately. Bit of drain coming our way with the delving as well. I think regardless, Spellforge Servitor, that's ground level stuff there. That's step 1 in any encounter. Irresistible radiation. It's about the best we can do. There we go. Contamination running a little high now to continue. What else is in my best interest here? I guess we could do ignition. It's not the best, but it does some damage. Probably takes out both the caustic strikes even through their resistance. Probably takes out the iron giant, or at least gets them relatively close. Probably worth it, all things considered. But yeah, these gosh darn iron golems have a habit of sticking around. That much we can say for certain. So okay, I'm gonna slow down a little bit earlier on here just to try and get out of any issues ahead. I've had one promising character in the last year or so died in Dis, and it was completely unwarranted. It was just because I was not thinking whatsoever and kind of just rolling with it. So let's try to avoid that here on Lucifer, shall we? What is our best bet here? We could try to team up with our Spellforge Servitor in terms of the Crystal Spheres to just try and take care of these Sons of Guns as fast as possible. It's a decently expensive endeavor in a lot of ways, but I mean, it's working out well for us so far. As soon as our contamination comes down, I was gonna say we'll irradiate, but losing statue form, kind of a bigger deal, so never mind. We're instead just gonna bring that back into the mix, bring another summon in, potentially even the Horned. Let's do it. They were aggressive to us, we might have regretted everything we've done to bring us to this point in our life, but as is, I'm very happy with the selection of buddies here by our side, and then we can tap fight through the rest of that. Holy moly. As long as we take our time, have patience, we should be okay to just continue through the rest of this in a very similar fashion here. With the caveat that things can go wrong very fast. At minus 16 corrosion all of a sudden is a prime example. And we just can't keep our friends alive, apparently. Let's bring out some radiation of our own here. That should at least help out. Statue form as well, very necessary. And heal off the rest of that radiation. Holy moly. He's kind of doing it. Still early on. We're only on floor 2 here after all, so let's not get too excited. I do like running into stairs right away, though. That's fantastic. I'm definitely not going to spend longer in Dis than I absolutely have to. So I'm very happy with that. Kill you before too many Dispelling Bolts come in. Not too shabby. I guess how many magic map do we have? 10? I could just magic map my way through the entire thing. I mean, I guess there's no point if there's no fork in the road. So let's just continue on our own until we have an option to go multiple directions, and then we can think about it. Like so. I mean, they're kind of useless beyond here. I don't know if we used one in Zot 5 when we passed by in that general vicinity earlier in the run. So maybe try to hold on to one just in case. But very happy that we don't go off exploring the majority of this level, and instead we will just finish off the last little bit. Whoopsie daisies. Okay, I lied because Auto Explorer knows me too well. Let's try that again. There we go. Fantastic. And keep on keeping on. Definitely can try to just help murder you as fast as Demonspawn possible. Sure, we can pretend that that's a a word and a thing. And might as well kill you, I feel. A little unnecessary when we have the stairwell right here. We could just walk away from our troubles. Probably won't bother with that gold there. Let's check. 9 pieces. That's going to be enough for me. And we'll keep on heading down here. Fantastic. Spellforge Servitor, come back, please. I need you. So immediately at a crossroads here. You know what? Let's keep the pattern going, shall we? Stairs down there, which means it's probably easiest to just enter in this door. Go through 3 rooms. That seems reasonable. Just rampage towards you, my friend. Okay, I was telling our Spellforge Servitor to attack, but they apparently had different plans. Fair enough. I don't know everything that goes on in that magical brain of yours. I was gonna say I should because I created you, but then I realized that's probably just what parents feel like at the end of the day. And there's so much going on in that head that I could never have predicted or thought of myself. But okie dokie, let's keep on keeping on. There's our first Hell Sentinel. I knew you had it in you. I don't know how my brain is trying to parse that. Regardless, it's not working out, and let's kill them. At least do our best, shall we? So, Quicksilver Elementals, you're probably resistant to fire. You're immune to fire, of course. That's what I said. In that case, yeah, I'll blast myself just a smidge. And then regret it. Hey, Railbird, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend here. Always nice to see you, of course. Let's see what we get, though. I mean, 2 of those have Berserk Rage, so that's going to be an immediate no. Yep, that hurts. I mean, this is what we were afraid of, so we do have to use at least one of our blinking, probably more than one. Step out of sight. I mean, I guess haste and brilliance, but oh gosh. How fast are you? Very fast, of course. It's like 3d20 on Quicksilver Bolt, as usual. Let's just chug a bunch of health potions manually here and run back to our stairs. And don't have any brilliance or anything. I probably should just leave, hey? Even dealing with extra hell effects on our way back down, not as bad as potentially dying to you. So, I'm out. Holy moly. Okay, this does not disappoint. Pretty much exactly what we expected here. It's gonna be a rough one. Too many Quicksilver Elementals and too many Hell Sentinels immediately makes for a bad time. For everyone involved, though mostly me. Okay, I think we're safe to go down one more, and then it's this stairwell. Things get real. Spellforge Servitor can immediately come out. Hopefully gives us time to heal up here. Poor War Gargoyles didn't stand a chance, not even close. Definitely heal up. And in fact, let's drop an exclusion here. Drop an exclusion here? Yeah. And then say no to you, no to you, no to you. And now we can auto-explore to our heart's content without worrying about landing somewhere completely unexpected. Okay, definitely focus on the Hell Sentinel there, if you could be so kind. Bring you back into the mix. What? It's probably not even worth it. We'll probably just head back to our stairs and then try to output as much damage as we can. And that should just work. Fantastic. Okay, much smoother so far, taking it slow. And now that we've kind of as I always like to refer to it, shaking the hornet's nest and gotten all of our new friends kind of wandering about the level rather than being in a huge group that just immediately compounds any and all danger that we face in the situation there. And let's just, as long as we keep our Spellforge Servitor in the mix, we should be able to output enough damage to keep these sons of guns on their toes. Amazing work, my friend. Keep it up. Holy moly. This is DsFE. We're close, but not quite there. We still have some surviving to do, as it were. Let's play it safe as much as we possibly can. Great shot. Just brilliant. Unfortunately, didn't stick around to do so again, and now we have multiple Hell Sentinels, but just about at the edge of our range there, so I'm gonna try to step away from our problems. And should be able to kill you fast enough, though it's closer than I would have liked, for sure. And definitely focus on me instead of my Spellforged friends, so that they can keep getting mana-efficient Crystal Spheres to our heart's content. Fantastic. And turns out I'm gonna end up having to fight this entire floor, even though I didn't want to. Trying so hard to do it in a smart instead of quick way, but hey, not the end of the world. It is more experience, I guess, at the end of the day. Make sure that we're not getting too overwhelmed with any of the detrimental hell effects while we're at it, so that's nice. Spellforge Servitor, we wait here, or not? Ah, now we wait here. Oh, that's not a Quicksilver Elemental. Sorry, wrong number. My bad. Shouldn't be the end of the world regardless here. Let's actually make sure that we're in a half decent spot. Ooh, Rampage. Right. I do that now. Forgot about my new shield already. How about that? So far, I feel like even with that nasty near-death scenario, we're probably actually in a better spot than I was originally thinking for Dis, if that can be believed. Still terrifying, but far less like combinations of scary enemies. You know, when you have two Quicksilver Elementals, a couple of Iron Giants, and then a vast array of Iron Golems and Hell Sentinels, that's where you get in trouble, because they're going to yank you completely out of your comfort zone. Just going to be struggling against it the entire time. And Blink Scrolls, not super useful against movement enemies, unfortunately, because you can try to get out of there. No guarantees whatsoever that it will take, and that is always a bit of a nasty run of things, to say the least. You can do it, Servitor. You know, I did believe in you, but that's fine. You did your best, and that's all I really ask for in life, you know? Definitely not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. And okay, we gotta be pretty darn close now. Let's not overextend myself. Definitely is a bit of a danger there. Right, Quicksilver Elementals are completely immune to fire, so that was one of the dumber moves that I've ever attempted to pull, that ignition, but hey, still manages to work out for us here, and let's just get the heck out of dodge as soon as possible. Okay, 2 more floors. Ooh. I don't like that. Now, how risky do we get here? We could read a teleport and hope it lands us closer to the stairs than we are now. In which case we just completely skip over Dis 6 and we don't worry about it. Because I don't like this combination. No Quicksilver Elemental at least. So that's nice. I'll take that. Still not exactly ideal though. Okay, you're just resistant to fire. You're immune. Basically, I'm working out the validity of Firestorm here. Firestorm is high damage. Pierces through all these resistances, no problem. Even the immune enemies will take some damage. Maybe not as much as we would like, but some. So that's something. You hurl damnation, so I don't think you can go through the wall. Symbol of Torment will act through the wall. Hellion will act through the wall. And unfortunately, this staircase just gets harder to come down in the future. So that's where the argument for potentially just skipping past this level comes in. We have enemies next to us, so that's going to prevent the damnation folk from doing their thing, so that's kind of nice. Oh, that was my teleport. I see. I see what happened here. Oh my gosh, there's the stairs. So, Spellforge Servitor, welcome to the party. It can't be worth a blink scroll to get down there. Unless it is. Let's go for an early set of abilities here. Oof. Berserk on most of those is no good whatsoever. Might, Brilliance, Resistance, Invisibility, I guess, is as good as it gets here. Caustic Strikes can't see invisible, and neither can Iron Golem, so that's actually kind of wonderful. I'll take that. Ignition to help just take care of the strikes, I guess. Then kind of walk towards the stairs. I'm opening myself up to more avenues of attack, but if we can get through them, we can just leave. And is there any greater victory in life than that? I'm not hasted. Ooh, and unfortunately the Hell Sentinel takes my spot, you son of a gun. Well, we'll try to blast you out immediately, step on the stairs, and then... do I head down with this party? Or do I just try to kill them? No telling what kind of nastiness we'll step into coming down, but... is there any reason to stay up here? One less Iron Golem to deal with, one less Iron Giant to deal with. Oh, especially you with Throw Ally might surround us immediately here. Well, let's do it. Ooh, and only 3 of you get to join us. How about that? Well, there we go. Not too shabby whatsoever. Use our invisibility to our advantage here as well. Almost feel sorry for the sucker. And stay out of sight of that alarm trap as long as I possibly can. That's the dream here at the very least. So let's do it. Okie dokes, not too shabby. We'll read Magic Map in this time around. That's gonna be where the big boy themselves is. Is it Dissipator? I think it is for the city of Dis. Not very creative name schemes, if I do say so myself. But okay, let's make sure that we're all statued up, all stoned here as we continue to make our way through. I guess we can sprint straight for here if we so desire. There's no real reason to go down to the left. So let's do so. Or not do so, depending on your perspective there. And sorry, yes and yes. I don't mind hitting myself as a wee bit for the greater good. Probably worth it in the long run here, and here comes all the damnation, folks. Can at the very least prime a wonderful Orb of Destruction. Brilliant. Everything else should go down relatively smoothly here, not too bad whatsoever. And again, only spent a bit of money getting out of that last little scrape, so I'm not feeling too bad about this one way or another. I do want to focus on the Hell Sentinel while they're currently unable to do their main shtick. Collateral damage is a son of a gun, isn't it, my Hell Sentinel friends? That's why you need to get yourself a Spellforge servitor that knows you well and appreciates the sacrifices that must be made for the greater good. Though I'm sure our previous iteration of Spellforge servitor a couple weeks ago would probably have said the same about murdering me, which, you know, fair enough. As long as we agree, as long as we're on the same page, communication is the most important part of any relationship. So I feel like we're doing well in that regard, my Spellforged friend. Okie dokie. Not too shabby here, and now a huge wide open area, so I'm slightly terrified of that. How direct do we want to go? Now it becomes a question of, like, sure, you avoid fighting some enemies, so that's always nice. That's definitely great. The flip side of that is that you, of course, don't know when you're leaving enemies in fun, exciting places behind you. So if we can try to thread that needle as carefully and cautiously as we can, hopefully we can wind up in a nice little blend of the two. Fast, but safe. Just as one should aspire to drive. Even though probably take away the fast part, because that's not the most important part of driving. But regardless, let's just keep on keeping on here. So far the Hell Sentinels aren't getting too out of control, so that is wonderful. I'm sorry I said anything. Okay, I should know better. Oh, and there goes our Spellforged servitor too. Getting yanked around a bit on our end as well. Again, we're kind of in a good spot now. Lateral damage is going to weigh heavy on this Hell Sentinel's mind, so I'll take that. Do I want to start potion petitioning early on here just to try and cut off any potential scariness at the pass? Definitely something to be said for that. Yes, we could even just drink a regular potion, like get haste going on this son of a gun. I mean, I think my bigger concern is that I don't have enough magic power. And in fact, yeah, things are immediately taking a turn for the worst. So let's just get a bunch of abilities under our belt here. And this is where we can start pulling out all the stops here. Evocations is high enough to give us the nice big weird beasts as well, so that's nice. Do I dare horn? I think I do. Let's just get some bodies in here, shall we? I think the Juggernaut hit me there, is my guess. Or my best guess, rather. But I'm not 100% sure. I guess you're not fast. You're hasted. You move pretty dang quickly, but that might not be the end of the world. But let's just potion petition for some... an attempt to heal. Unfortunately, the only healing was paired with Berserk, which, as we've covered many times before, is just not an option. Hasted resistance. Oh my gosh, why is all the healing paired with Berserk? DCSS? I thought we had a deal, friend. Thought we were in this together. Okay, at least my series of allies did seem to give us the breathing room we needed, at least temporarily here. So let's just hope that that continues. Let's murder you before you throw anyone else into fun and exciting places, shall we? And that actually puts us in a much better spot here. We can probably tab fight our way through the rest of this. It's crazy how quickly we go from near death to completely soaring, no problem, and it's all thanks to that regeneration that just makes for some excitement for sure, to say the least. Can you open doors? Quicksilver elementals cannot open doors. That is so embarrassing for you, my friend. I'm so sorry. Oh, well, can't say I'm unhappy. Hate to say it, but I cannot tell a lie, my friends. Golems can break doors, that makes sense. That's fitting. Fitting and fair. I'd even go so far as to say. But okie dokie. Let's try to recover over the next few turns here. It's looking like we're pretty dang close. We no longer have the doors, even if it was a Quicksilver Elemental that came our way, so maybe something to keep in mind here, to be cognizant of as much as we possibly can. Let's get that mouse out of there too. And okay, let's head towards the castle, shall we? Probably taken care of a decent chunk of our friends from within, but that's not necessarily true, so we'll play it safely. Again, kind of the classic hope for the best, prepare for the worst mentality here. Not too shabby. And actually, are there any doors? No doors on this side, so it's just up here. If I temporarily say ixnay on the doors, then we don't have to worry about Auto Explorer doing funky things with us. Definitely want to clear out this hallway down here before moving forward. Ooh, this champion. Well deserving of the name. Great work there, my friend. You gave it your all, and I feel like anyone could and should respect that. Absolutely brilliant job out there on the field of glorious combat. And we'll just irradiate past these some of the guns. No real issues here. Fantastic. And let's get back to it. Okay, if this is like all the Quicksilver Elementals, and we can just deal with them all at once and not worry about it ever again, then I am a very, very happy camper. I guess one thing we could do is block these for now and try to explore around the entire way. Right? I'm a statue and I am slow. Gotta remember that. Very, very important feature of our current build strategy here. Ooh, doors are already a little bit wide open, just a smidge wide open. You know how it is. Let's pop around the corner, get a buddy, and holy moly, that Hell Sentinel didn't stand a chance. Well, it's not even fair sometimes. Honestly, I kind of wish more often it was like that. And start building. Good day, sir. Not too shabby. There's the staff. That's why we made some inventory room before coming down here. Let's just clear the area, shall we? I'm hoping it's just that giant, maybe? Looks like it. Give me that rune, baby. Holy moly. There we go. 14 runes down. Just the tomb left to go. I am terrified, as always. As one should be, going into tomb. So, we have quite a few lignification potions. It does bring us to 36 AC, so that's not too bad. That's definitely appreciable. Can I, like, step you into the trap? Perfect. I mean, again, probably could deal with them. I'm not too worried about one Juggernaut at this stage in the game. If I was, then oh gosh, can you imagine how much more, even more terrifying Dis would have been this entire time? Unrealistic expectation, to say the least. But there we have it. Okay. Are we just heading right for tomb? Is there anything I wish to do with my life before then? Maybe? One thing I think I will actually do with my life before then is run out and grab a refill for my drink. Make sure we're well lubricated and ready to go as we head into the final phase of the run here. It's where we're close, but things get terrifying, and who knows what the final moments have in store for us here. So definitely stick around. We'll be back right away here to jump right in and hopefully get a win. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you in just a sec.